now. At first, you don't feel it. When it happens, you don't feel anything, right? You think it's normal. Nothing happened. And then
when she hit you with the cutting board, what are you talking about? Like, what happens?
Sorry? When you damage your fucking dick. When you damage it, and you can damage it, I'll tell you right now.
How does that happen, though? Like, is she doing a flying leap from a trampoline, or what?
Well, sometimes it slips out, and then you go to get it back in, and it folds up on you when you're in the middle of the fucking strokes. Shit like that can do it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What, you don't know?
So a small Chinese woman. Just it's kind of like one of those physics things, law of averages.
Well, it was either her,
the short stick.
It was
didn't
either
work out
her
for you that day, but it wouldn't normally happen, right?
It was one of two. It's
actually the third time Lou's broke his dick.
I can't definitively prove that it was the Chinese one, because I have actually a picture here of the one that it could be. Because I think it was the Chinese one, but I often think it might have been this one, because we were in my truck once and she was doing crazy shit too. So I don't know if it was here. Let me see if I can share the other camera.
Do they have a support group for that, Lou? Or I mean, what do you do after?
There actually is. People are really affected by it, and I would have never believed it unless it happened to me. It's like, imagine. Okay,
what does that do to your joke when your punchline is that it is reality? So you're not.
Well, it's not a joke. It's real. I'm
anyway,
trying to save your asses. I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to joke. I'm trying to save your asses
for the broken penis.
Don't fuck your shit up, because you will not be happy. And when it changed, what's all that noise? Fuck. It's got to be
broadcasting excellence with shower time.
Got to be Moose. It's got to be Moose. But no, it's a real thing, and when it happens, it's almost like, picture you have a nose on your face, and all of a sudden, it's like you got somebody else's nose, and you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. It's kind of like that. So every time you go to take a piss or something, it's like, what the fuck? Where did this thing come from? Right? Like, it's not mine. And it's a weird thing, but it's real. It's really true. I would suggest you be careful. So it could have been the Chinese one, and I think I got pictures of her too somewhere. Or how do you reverse the camera? You can't. Okay, here. Or it could have been this one. Can you see that? Every fucking love. Every picture of mine.
You sure you weren't intoxicated?
Wow, that's the one that did it right there.
And then
every
one of those.
picture of mine fucking has a dead animal. I can't fucking believe it. I don't have one picture that doesn't have a dead animal in it. Fuck.
But that's the one that got you right there.
No, it could have been.
Yeah, I think it was one of those animals that got it.
It was either her, because there's two nights that I have in mind that are in question where
it's a bit of a blur. The one that broke your dick.
Well, because you don't know. When it happens, it doesn't feel like anything, right? You have a little bit of a shock because, you know.
Oh, so you were on the carousel. You were on the scene, and Lou was over driving the machinery, and so it happened somewhere in the blur of all
like
the
that. But
the escapades
somewhere
that
in the blur, exactly. Something happens, and you know, like I said, sometimes, you know, you're going a little too fast, a little too hard, and it comes out, and then you go and it doesn't hit the right spot, and it's like, folds on. Oh, I dropped my phone.
This doesn't make any sense. It's a muscle, so it's like
it's not a muscle. It's not a muscle.
How can it be permanently?
I'll explain if you really want to know. It's not a muscle. If you really want to know,
on here, you've actually presented different penises for us to observe.
I've showed you mine. No, I haven't, but it's true,
but
and I would be very careful.
Here.
No, I haven't. Oh yeah, I showed you.
You have. I've watched you live on stream present genitalia.
Where is it? I have one here somewhere.
Oh, there you go. See, who's the liar? Oh, what are you talking about, dude?
I have a raccoon penis here somewhere. It looks like a hook.
Pull it out. Show everybody.
Dude, please. What? You're gonna show a raccoon cock? What?
It's actually a bone.
You're sick, fuck.
It's actually a bone, a real bone, and I can't find it, but it's literally a bone, and it looks like a fish hook. But a man's is not like that. A man's is literally 3 tubes. 2 of the tubes on top is what creates the erection, and the tube on the bottom is the urethra, where your piss and everything comes from. But the two tubes on top are like the outside of the tube is like a tenon type material, or like a fibrous. I don't know what the word is, but like like the diaphragm in your. Well, you guys wouldn't know what a diaphragm looks like, but it's like a thin piece of material, almost like tenon material, or I can't find the word. But anyways, and inside there's like a spongy material, and that's where the blood fills up into those sponges, right? And when you damage it,
It's a membrane of sorts. Is that what you were looking at?
It's a membrane. That was the word I was looking for, right? A membrane of sort of like a tenon-like material. And when the sponge inside fills with blood, that's when you get your erection, right? So what happens is you damage the tenon, and so at one particular spot in the length of the shaft, you damage it, let's say in the middle, and then that part of the tenon does no longer expand with the rest of the tenon. It's like scarred. So when it becomes erect,
is this what you were doing after Alcoholics Anonymous? You were in Broken Penis Anonymous and teaching.
I'm still in that. Yeah, I'm still going to Broken Penis Anonymous. No, but it's true, man. I'd be careful if I were you. And I'll tell you, for the first after it happened, I didn't really notice anything for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even a month. And then it started to be painful. And I couldn't even have sex. It was that painful. Like, it was really, really painful to have an erection. And it lasted for probably a year, where every time I had an erection, it was fucking painful. And then after that, you could start to see the effects how it was damaged. And yeah, it's not fun, bro. It's not fun. Be careful when you're having sex. You don't want to damage that.
Thanks, Lou. I really am glad that I joined this today and just thought about your cock for the past 15 minutes. I really
good.
Appreciate that.
I love people thinking about my cock. It's a wonderful thing. Oh, boy.
I actually rather listen to Squealy Moose talk about his nonsense more.
Who?
Yeah,
Moose.
Where's
Moose,
ChatGPT when you need it? Can we talk to the computer or something?
Yeah, bro. Happens to like 15 or 20% of males. To some degree of severity or another.
That was the inspirational story segment. Oh, Jesus.
Listen, I'm trying to carry the show for OTW because he seems to be missing in action. So
no, I'm here, man. I'm just letting things flow naturally. Everybody's talking. There hasn't been any silent moments up until now, so I'm just letting things flow and listening in. Don't worry, you'll get me. I can come and do the broadcast. It is presently right now 12:10 p.m. here Eastern Time in Montreal, Canada. It is 9 degrees Celsius, actually sunny for a change outside, and it is the 21st of April. So much love, much respect to everybody who's watching right now, and please stay tuned for the rest of the show, which is absolutely going to be another epic show, just like the rest of the week. So be sure to stay tuned for all the action, all the drama, and all the most latest and most important news here on YouTube that you won't get anywhere else but on OTW News. Say it, everybody. Where do you get the real news? Say it.
OTW.
There we go.
OTW.
That's where you get the news.
TW.
It's the YouTube news.
OTW.
Hey, can I just make sure one thing, though? I just want to make sure the post-traumatic stress disorder thing for Lou, like, I could be traumatic. I imagine, he's kind of bearing his soul, and we're making a bit out of it. We're having fun, but this could, does it eventually go back to normal, or are we like punching like a sore spot and just picking at a scab here that's, never going to heal?
No, I'm good with it now. It was, I'll tell you though, for the first year or so, It was not easy. Like you could barely have intercourse with anybody. Like you couldn't. Like it was that painful. Like you don't want to have no erection when it's in that healing stage because it's painful.
It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. It's
yeah,
far in the
yeah,
rearview
yeah.
mirror.
I'm good now, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Days of our lives, folks, right here. Thanks for sharing.
But I'm very lucky though because of the particular type of curve that I've had. I've seen other people where.
Why have you
he wants to expound. He wants to expound on the particular curve.
I investigated whether it can be repaired by surgery or something like that, and
that's what you were doing. Right.
And so I saw there's people that have what's called damage where there's a hinge. It's called a hinge damage or something like to that effect. And what happens is that it's so damaged in one small particular area that when they have an erection, it literally has like a hinge where it literally folds over like that, right? And that's got to be the worst.
Yeah. Isn't that the broken penis syndrome?
Can you imagine? It's called Peyronie's disease. Can you imagine having a fucking hinge? Can you imagine? It's funny, but it's real.
Hey, Lou, can you get out of your imagination?
Can you imagine?
If it's flaccid, you're saying it straightens out. So you could have some semblance, so you could have normal sex, but then when it gets hard,
like
you could always use a tutor, dude.
All right. You guys are too much.
Careful what you laugh at, Dick. You're still a young man. You got plenty of time.
Hey, what's it called when you put two pieces of stick? When you break your leg and you put two pieces of stick and you wrap that. What is that called?
It's called wrapping two pieces of stick on your leg because you broke it. A stint.
A cast?
A stint. I think it's called a stint.
Stint.
So you need one of those on your penis.
No. I'm actually pretty lucky because mine. A lot of people's like old curve left or right or even down. That's got to be the worst where it points down. Mine actually goes towards my belly, so it's actually can be a beneficial thing.
So it curls upwards.
For some women, it can actually be beneficial, which I found out later.
Is that like a 90-degree angle upwards?
It's not 90. It's like maybe
45-degree angle.
That's more than 45, but in between that, something like that. I don't know. More than 45, less than 90.
So we're
talking, because of the particular type
degree angle,
maybe, I don't know. Because of the particular type of bend that I have, it's actually beneficial for sex for some women. They like it because it goes into a certain G spot, they call it. I guess you guys know about that.
No, please tell us more about this.
No.
Place called the G spot. What is this?
It's the good area. You know where that is, right?
Is this Freemasonic talk here? Sir?
Yes. It's coded language. Nobody can't tell the secrets. Like then you'll know. We can't have that.
So that's why they use the Freemasons use the compass and the big G as a reference to that, sir. Would you believe that?
That's it. Now you got it. Now you figured. Now you're getting to the real truth. The square and the compass is for things that you didn't know. Now you know.
Yeah, and the big G is, in other words, a reference to the G spot.
Exactly. See, we're working this. We're figuring. We're getting to the bottom of the truth. Finally. Funny how that all works out, eh?
Can we go back to the animal?
The animal what?
That animal torture device. Like what the? You have like an eagle like nailed to a cross. What the fuck was that?
That's the skin of a wild turkey that somebody hit on the road the other day.
The turkey?
A wild turkey. You know what a wild turkey is, right?
Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful big turkey, but it's not white like the ones you buy in the store. They're white and disgusting. These ones are actually beautiful. Their feathers are incredibly beautiful. And actually, when my ex was here the day that I got hit, and she asked me if I could do the skin up and so she could hang it on her wall. So I said okay. And it's right now it's the side where you see the flesh side, but when it's turned over and you see it on the wall, you could see all the beautiful colors of the feathers. And when you see them in the light, they're incredible. They're iridescent. I don't know if I can get it
That's fine, but like, can you explain the fascination? What is the fascination with like taking beautiful, whether it's beautiful or not, like carcasses, and then like putting it on your fucking wall? Like, can you explain? Is that like to show that you're so awesome that
No,
I mean, you didn't hunt this thing, right?
Not
but
for
like,
me.
what?
I've killed hundreds of deer. I've only ever mounted one, and I'm a taxidermist. I do that. I know how to do taxidermy, right? Like, you know how you see a stuffed animal head? I do that work. I did it since I was 10 years old. And I did it for a living for a little while when I was young. And I only have one that I stuffed on my wall. It's just because it was the biggest one I ever shot, and I just didn't want to forget him, right? So I had.
It's kind of like when you go into a village, Timmy, and you rape and pillage all the women and children, and you take a head and you shrink it down sometimes.
That's right. And hang it on your belt.
Memoir, if you will, you know.
I have a recipe for shrinking a head if anybody wants to do it. I used to have it on a t-shirt.
Everybody, Quantum Epic is here to tell us that you can also break your clitoris. So we would definitely want
to
have
an
opportunity to.
Is that true?
I'm just here to.
Welcome to the stream, Quantum.
Yes, hello OTW. Thank
Quantum,
you for having me.
Anytime, listen. I understand it's a hard subject to talk about, and some people can have feelings about it. But anytime you want to see it, just let me know.
Dude,
I'll come over and I'll show it to you. It's okay. I'm not shy about it.
No, obviously you're not.
I show anybody who wants to see it. I'll show it. Now, you can't tell when it's laying there dangling. You can't tell, so you have to stimulate it a little bit, and then you can see the curvature.
I'm blushing over here.
It's like the flat Earth. It's like the flat Earth. You can see the curve.
Dude.
If you stimulate it, you can see the curve.
Okay, so what other topics do you guys got going on here? Let's bring on something interesting.
Come on, you know you came up here for this. Don't lie,
I did
Quantum.
not. No, I honestly didn't. I honestly
was gonna tell you. So you can lose balls. You can talk about the shaft, the head, anywhere you want to go with it. Really,
I was kind of just doing an experiment to see how much longer you guys would keep on that subject, but obviously it'll keep going. So
I saw you down in the chat, Quantum Epic. You said, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to talk about my flower. I'm going to tell them boys about something they don't know much about.
That was a joke. I don't get into all that. So, you know, I'm really not one of those.
Sure.
No, we like you, Quantum.
All right, who's drinking a Pepsi?
You guys are funny too. Drinking a Pepsi.
Can we see you, Quantum, or are you gonna keep yourself hidden all day?
I think I'm gonna keep myself hidden, but you know, you can see me if you go on.
She doesn't trust you, Lou.
I went on Freedom.
You're on OnlyFans, Lou. If you're interested, she's got an OnlyFans page. And,
no,
come on. You should know.
I should get an OnlyFans. I'm gonna get one.
You should get one.
Yeah, you'll be the only fan.
That's great.
I'll be my only fan.
Oh boy.
Never mind. I know
you'll call Moose and then get 1,000 fake subscribers.
I know that you'll be there, Timmy, with a little fake avatar and a fake name. You'll be watching. You think I don't know, Timmy? Come on. I can read you, Timmy. When you got
See my
that
future.
Philomena,
See
when
what
you
my
got that,
future looks like.
when you got that Philomena shirt on, flowery shirt on, and that little bun on top of your head, you think I can't read that message to me? Come on.
Honestly, I still got it on. I haven't had a shower in fucking days.
Oh, you
Same
dirty
here,
bugger.
same here. Haven't had a shower in days. Can't be showing my face like that. Jeez.
Well, hey, listen,
Yep.
it's okay if it's a little musty once in a while, you know.
Oh boy, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. You know, hair though. You got dirt, messy hair, all that.
Who
You know.
cares? Tie it up. We just want to see you. That's all. Tie up the hair. Who cares if it's got bed head still? Just tie it up. You'll be fine.
Maybe next time. Next time you're
Your
on,
picture,
I'll just for you.
your
I'll get
avatar,
on camera.
your avatar picture's cute.
Yeah,
wait,
All
I
right,
can't
man.
do
Lou's
it.
hustling now. Lou's
I
hustling
remember
now.
you.
He's working hard now.
I remember you. I think I remember you now.
Well,
Yeah, I think I.
Well, I don't know if you'd remember me unless you like. Well, I've been on a few panels, but I was on Freedom's. I think I was on camera in that one. That was a while ago.
Was that where I saw you? Yeah, I think I remember seeing you before. Now that I look at
Yeah.
your picture, now that I see your picture, I think I remember.
There you go. That's what I look like for the most part, but yeah.
How's your day going, Quantum?
It's going really good. It's my little puppy dog is hyper, so she's bouncing around, but and the weather is like rainy, but other than that, it's Friday. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a new puppy, or is this an older? Is it an actual puppy, or is it a full-grown dog? Uh-oh, we lost her. She hit the wrong button.
That tends to happen.
She was looking for that. There she is. Quantum, we lost you. You okay? Did you fall down?
Okay. No, not yet. I'm only on my first drink.
What you to talk about?
Stand back from the mic, Dick. You fucked it all up by putting your mouth right on it like that. We didn't hear a word you said.
I know. So you asked me about my
your vagina,
puppy dog.
Quantum?
How's your vagina, Quantum? That's what he's asking.
I think it's fine, Dick. Everything's fine.
I mean, I'm ridiculous. You said you wanted to come up here and talk about your vagina. That's exactly your words in the chat.
That was a joke.
I was creating space for you.
Everything seems to be going well.
Yeah, OTW, you got to get these guys in line. Come on, man.
I don't know what's happening. These guys, they see a female go on panel and they get all crooked. And,
you know, are you making some jabs at me?
He was crooked before I got up here.
Lou was going off the deep end there, and then Dick just decided to jump in and, you know, with his finishing move, he was ninja tactics.
He was egging him on, is what he was doing.
What are you talking about? You're going to throw me under the bus? There's incontrovertible. There's corroboratable proof right in the chat, OTW.
Okay, I want to see this proof, sir. I'm gonna scroll back in chat, and I want to see what Quantum is promoting in chat.
Oh, please promote. Okay, it was a joke. It was a joke,
well,
but yeah.
You know, I mean, Freedom's bringing up these allegations, and he has proof. I mean, we gotta see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening. Quantum
Freedom is always totally above board.
I'm gonna do an experiment here. Oh yes. Okay, so we got one of these. I got it. We found one of the mysterious comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go further.
It's looking rough for me. It's looking bad.
Okay, Star Daddy.
Yeah, I'm just misinterpreting things. I don't check my shit. I'm not factual. I don't dot my I's across my T's before I speak.
Hey, Freedom, get your tea. Pick up your teacup and sip it.
Oh my God, I found it, ladies and gentlemen. Friggin' Freedom, you were right.
Put it up.
Give it to you.
Dude!
I may be a dick, but I'm a factual dick.
Hey, that was a joke. Damn it. I'll never joke around like that again. I'm getting like put on blast here. Holy shit.
No, we're not blasting you. We're excited. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh.
And plus, when you write things in chat, you have to realize that there's a chance it might show up on screen.
I know, but there's a lot of stuff that people have been saying you haven't put that on screen. There's been a ton of crazy shit.
But I didn't have to look up something that somebody was making allegations about, and then have to see if that person was telling the truth and backing up what he was saying. I mean, that hasn't happened either, except for right now.
I'm smiling. You're funny.
I know.
Quantum. So, well, listen, on a serious note here.
Yeah,
why don't you help us chimpanzee males? Help us to understand the things that we don't understand about the female genitalia. Is there something that you would like us to know that most women think we don't know based on whatever?
No. Actually, I'm very like.
I just want to interrupt you guys to say something real quick, please. Just one moment, because I got Yurt here is freaking out because he can't shut down his stream. And you know what, Yurt? That's the StreamYard trap, because now I'm the master of your channel. I have ultimate control over your viewers, sir. You no longer have power over your channel.
Weird.
I am the master presently. As long as I'm live, you are screwed, sir, and you have to endure this.
No, that's freaking weird, though. I wonder why he can't shut it down. Huh?
You know that
Maybe
I thought the same thing yesterday, and when I leave the stream, the stream ends when the person ends the stream. Unless it's because you're just. I think there's another option. I think you have to like unfuse the streams and then leave the stream. Don't leave the stream without unfusing it first, because you're gonna get screwed and it's gonna keep on broadcasting.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
he should know that,
say something else. I thought you were gonna say that Yurt can't shut down the stream because he can't pull himself away from this riveting content. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's riveting. All right.
No, I that would be really awesome if that was a fact, but I'm pretty sure it's because technically he can't really shut down his own stream because he wants to move on and do something else and now he's kind of stuck on his own broadcast, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And so he can go on with his day, and he must be, in my opinion, a little bit kind of like freaking out. But it's okay, I'll handle your viewers. I'll take good care of your viewers. You can move on with your day, sir, and let this continue. I'll be shutting it down soon, as everybody knows. Like I shut it down around the same time every day, maybe an hour earlier this week, because it's Friday and it's sunny outside, and I want to go get some.
You lucky duck! It's sunny. I wish it was sunny.
Yeah, it is sunny, and but it was cloudy all week. Epic. It was cloudy all week, so that's why I'm saying that. It's like I might shut this down early today, guys. But please stay tuned. This isn't over yet. I mean, there's still a lot of action and all kinds of drama and all kinds of news still left to be said before we go. So much love to the panelists, everybody in chat, and or who is watching right now. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, get all those notifications, and make sure you go show some sub love over to Freedom Growers channel. I believe Quantum Epic has a channel. Mr. Pineal Power has a channel, and we also have what's that? Paul Potcott. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, what's the deal? Why are those?
I think that's Timmy. I think that's Timmy. Timmy, are you the Paul Potcock?
No.
Okay, it's Timmy, everybody.
It's
Timmy.
I believe he also has a channel. So everybody, make sure you look these channels up and go show some sub love. Like, share, and appreciate the content that they're pushing out, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like hearing about dicks.
Oh, stop lying now.
How come?
Stop lying. You
Especially
love
that dick
I like
in
to
the
talk
middle.
about myself.
you
He's
love
toxic.
dick. Tell us right now, Quantum.
I'm humble
Do you
that way.
do you love Dick?
I don't like to talk
Freedom,
about myself.
freedom's a problem. Every time you start talking about that, I'm gonna say, yeah, freedom. Oh yeah, I don't like him. He's crooked. He's straight
Lou,
today.
this is
He
your
didn't change
wheelhouse, right?
subject. Yeah, right.
This is Lou's wheelhouse right here.
It seems like it. It seems like it.
Yeah.
But okay, can you just say I love Dick?
I must
Quantum.
be guilty then.
Can you
No,
just
I
say
love
that?
It. I mean, you got a
I
good
love-
track record, Quantum. I'm sure nobody would question what you're saying.
No, I changed my mind. He's making me answer him. I love freedom.
We all love freedom, but not all of us love Dick.
Yeah, dude, I'm not. Who was the other guy that wanted to talk about that shit nonstop? Was it O'Shea?
No,
Who
Lou,
was it?
since
She
you're
likes to
talking about
beat
this,
around the
I'm
bush.
starting to figure that you're the one who loves Dick.
I love Dick. I think
Yeah, we
Dick's
can see
great.
that. We're starting
Yeah,
to
we know.
realize
What
I
about?
think
everything
Dick
is coming
is
in clear right
amazing.
now. It's all going into
I'm-
focus.
I'm so glad that Dick is here.
I'm glad
I
he's
love
not on camera. I
I
feel
love
even
seeing
weirder if
Dick.
he's on
Okay.
camera.
Let's get off of Dick. I don't like the attention being on me. Don't put the spotlight
I
on me.
know. Let's
Not
get
like Matt
off of it.
Calcott or Moose or these other characters.
Yeah, bring up. Let's get back into. I will have to. Can I give my opinion? I don't know if I want to give my opinion on that.
Stay out of your opinion, man.
It's your imagination that you're going into now. You have to show your face though if you're going to give an actual
Yeah.
testimony. You know,
Well,
Come on.
credible.
I'm not doing
It's the
that.
quantum epic
Count,
moment,
if you
ladies
will.
and gentlemen. Please. Give a
Freedom,
warm
freedom. You
welcome
saw my face.
Quantum
So,
Epic.
Come on. We don't care that your hair is messy right now. Just don't worry.
great. So I think. I mean, Austin and Moose, they had good points. Both of them did, and I see everyone troll like Moose said. Everyone's angry, la la la. I don't know. I'm staying neutral, but I don't know. I mean, they both make good points. That's all I have to say.
And you don't want to say what you feel about the situation?
Well, I
That was
kind of
valuable input right there, folks.
no, I
don't
kind
know.
of did. Shut up, shut
Those
up.
make good point.
Anyway, I did. I okay. I really don't. I said they both have good points. I don't think Moose is doing anything wrong by helping Jack out. I don't know. I mean, how do we know if he's what his heart? Some people are like, you're being greedy, blah blah blah. But how do we know really what is going on? That's it.
What if he becomes the New World Order globalist leader of the world
I'd
religions?
step away from that. I'd step away then.
Oh,
Then
but it has
we'd
to
have
get to that.
assassinate Jack.
Okay, you make a point up there in the corner. But I'm not saying it has to get to that, but I just don't feel strong enough that he's got a nefarious plan. Moose, come on. Like I said, he's playing a character for the most part. And I get the part about you got to be genuine and stuff. So like I said, it's hard for me to weigh in, and I just am in the middle. I'm kind of in the middle on it. I don't know. So
I want the truth.
So if you had to guess on what's happening with Moose and Jack, if you had to make a guess based on what you've seen to this point, I don't know how much you've seen, what would your assessment be of this situation? Aside from what anybody else has said, just based on what you've seen. First of all, have you seen any of their interactions with Jack and
yes.
Moose?
I've seen like a few weeks, about the last month, I'd say.
Well, that's all you need, because that's pretty much, yeah, you've got more than what you need. What would you, what conclusions in your mind? Obviously, we can't know for sure what's in a man's heart, unless you're in a man's heart, and that can get bloody. But other than that, what would you suspect or believe that is going on based on what you've seen and heard between Jack and Moose and everybody else up until this point?
Well, see, you get that's a tough question, but
I know
that's really tough because that would take some, I got to think about it for a minute. I feel like I feel the pressure.
Well, don't feel pressure. Just think, if you don't want to answer now, you can answer later, but you know what you've seen, you know what you feel in your heart. You
Well,
don't have
there's
to
some
be
well,
afraid.
there's some wackiness going on. I mean, okay, like I said, I love those guys, Moose and Jack. They seem like good people. But again, you're just seeing a character on, you know, the internet. So I don't know either of them in real life. And that's the way I feel about all of this. That's why you have to have a certain amount of just stepping back. So I mean, so that's the hard part. How do I know for real? I get the sense that, I mean, Jack has a genuineness about him, but he can get really angry. He's in love with Paul, the monkey guy.
The monkey guy.
And I don't know, like like I said,
Monkey is for
Wait
small.
a minute. Wait a
We
minute.
should say gorilla. What about gorilla? Why are you saying
gorilla.
monkey?
My
No,
bad,
no.
gorilla. The
Thank
white
you.
gorilla. Okay,
That
okay,
was
okay.
pretty good, though. You know, Paul the monkey guy. I like that. I like that.
Moose, you're
And
going to be
again,
banned
I'm
from
here
Paul's
just
channel.
joking
It's
around like
gorilla.
all of you, so. Mm.
Paul, that monkey guy. I like it.
I don't think he would like that. I think he wants
Yeah,
to
he
be
might get
referred to
mad
as
at me.
gorilla.
You're right. Who's the guy talking?
Maybe orangutan? Orangutan?
Who's the guy talking in the bottom there?
Oh,
Emilio's.
that's
So I have
No.
no clue who you are. I've never seen you before.
They've claimed that I'm an agitator, but I'm really not. I think OTW
Oh, you're-
knows that I'm not.
Are you
Are you
RCA's
using
cousin?
a voice changer? I don't know. I don't know who you are. So
Well, I don't know who you are, young lady.
I know. That's the
Well,
point.
there you go. That makes two of us. Touche. I want to
Touche.
get back onto Dick. Dick, by the way, you have a
You lo-
lovely voice. I mean, just phenomenal.
I don't know
It's
about that.
smooth. It's deep. It's penetrating.
Good God.
And I mean that
Again?
in the most heterosexual sort of way.
Excuse me, sir. Are you saying
you
you
have a
love?
penetrating voice there, Dick?
Are you saying you love Dick?
I have a love that's growing for the man. The
Open.
more he speaks,
Oh,
he just has
it's
a very nice
growing.
comedic,
Well,
smooth
you-
way of him.
It's growing.
You
I
like
see.
my voice late night deep. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Just the way I like it. Hey,
Dude.
while you guys were dilly-dicking around, doing nothing with your lives, being completely unproductive, talking in the metaverse, acting like you're getting something done, I cooked a beautiful loaf
Yummy!
of sourdough bread.
Beauty.
And
Bread is
I
so
also-
good.
Wow.
am
Send me
planting the-
some.
getting my garden growing over here. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm actually doing stuff, and I'm drinking extremely high-quality tea. So I just want to know that.
You're
and
so
let you know that
productive.
while you guys waste your lives away. Thank you very much.
What's that? What's that plant? I can't see it. What is that? What's that plant, Dick? I can't barely see it. Oh, it's a marijuana. Marijuana.
There you go. There you go.
Is that
Nice.
Just a little baby.
Little baby
Is that even-
marijuana.
Is that even in policy code or is that infringement?
Fuck the code.
Lou,
It could be completely non-psychoactive hemp. It could be something that looks along those lines. It could be CBD. It could be some kind of, other amalgamation. There's
Lou,
always
Oh my
a
Could be a
different thing.
weed that looks like a cannabis plant, but that grows.
You don't know
in
what
a-
you saw. It
Right.
could be an avatar. That could be AI for all you know. There's nothing.
It could be an
That's right.
imposter. An imposter.
it's all
weed.
virtual. It's all virtual.
Yep. We
Lou,
don't know
I wanted
what's
to ask
going
you,
on.
what kind of restaurant did you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Just a little Italian restaurant. I had a
Nice.
wood oven pizza.
Oh, nice.
Wood
Yeah.
burning pizza oven. Yeah, bro, it was the biggest mistake I made of my life. Not
How
because
come?
I wasn't, it was doing well. I
It was
making
that
a
day
little-
you turned left instead of turning right.
Yeah, it was that day that I turned left instead of turning right. I love to cook.
With the Chinese
it's
woman,
something
right?
that I love to do, and I love to entertain. yeah. But
Sure.
no, I'm telling you, I've often felt like I should write a book about it and call it like, I don't know, something to do with war,
Left
because
turn.
people in the restaurant industry, are a different breed, my man.
Yeah,
It's
my
like
dad owned a restaurant. I had to interject that. My dad owned a restaurant. It was chaotic. That's all I remember.
you
I'm one
have
of
to
the only.
have something wrong with you in some fundamental, deep way to
And he
be
did.
able to stay in the restaurant industry, in my opinion, from my experience with my restaurant. It is a fucking, it's like a battlefield 24/7. No
Right.
construction I've
It's a
ever done in
literal
my
shit
life.
show. In the
No
kitchen, it's a shit
construction.
show.
No
That's what I've
job.
heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. So
Nothing I've ever done in my life is more like when I finally shut it down, it was because I was getting heart palpitations. Like Friday night was coming, it was
I
Thursday,
bet.
and oh fuck, and my heart's starting to pound. And I said to this is gonna kill me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and I said, no, this is gotta stop. I can't do this. This will kill me. I don't know. You have to have something. I don't know. Something's got to be wrong with you to stay in that industry for any long term
Right.
thing. And
How many years? How many years were you in it? Were you in it for
I was
years?
like 3.5 years, something like that.
That's about how long my
It
dad
wasn't-
had his open, only for a
It
little
wasn't-
while.
Yeah, it wasn't quite 3 years, and I was doing pretty good. It's not like I was. I didn't shut down because I wasn't making any money. I was doing okay. I was the only person in the whole area to have a fucking wood oven pizza, so people loved it. But it
Oh,
was.
right.
It was.
People do love that,
fucking-
Lou. They really do. Like I seek
Yeah,
out wood
yeah.
oven Italian pizza all the time. Like it's
Yeah.
definitely a destination.
And it wasn't that. It was that it was going to kill me. Like I felt that at any moment now, I'm going to have some sort of heart attack or something that, because like I said, it would be Thursday morning and I'm thinking Friday night's coming. Like, oh my God, my heart starts to pound. It's like, whoa,
Wow.
this is crazy.
So what did you do? Did you sell it?
Yeah, I just basically liquidated. Yeah, I just basically liquidated.
Oh, wow.
I
Why
mean,
wouldn't
nobody's
you
really
sell
going
it?
to
It
buy.
sounds like you had a very successful business.
You know what? It wasn't super successful, but I wasn't losing any money. Let's put it that way. But I was staying afloat. I was making a little bit of money, maybe not enough to pay myself heavily, but enough to keep the restaurant going. And generally, that's how it goes with restaurants. You have to keep them going until they reach a point where they can sustain everybody and make some money. But yeah, I just liquidated everything. I had a lot of stuff in there, and I
That's
didn't
a great
want to even
accomplishment,
bother.
Lou. That's
I didn't want to bother going through the whole rigmarole of selling it and everything. Anyways, the guy that took it over didn't even open it as a restaurant anymore because I had turned it into a pretty nice place. It was pretty big, and he actually turned it into, which was a smart idea. And I thought later I should have thought of that myself. Is he turned it into like a catering sort of thing where he made food for people and brought it out, or he would let people use the restaurant because it was a nice big restaurant, a lot of seats, and he would use them like weddings or big parties or stuff like that. And that's all he
banquet
did. He
hall.
didn't do
Banquet.
like kind of like a little banquet hall. He turned it into. I mean, it was only what was it? It was 80, 90 seats or something like that. It wasn't huge. It wasn't small. It was sort of in the middle, and enough to do a small banquet hall. And he really did well. He's still there, still doing well, still using my oven. So, and probably with a quarter of the
Fantastic.
stress, because the stress level for doing retail restaurant, it's just insane.
Very stressful. It's very stressful. All dealing with the public is insane. So
yeah, and I grew up dealing with the public. I grew up literally. My room was literally on top of our gun store because we had like a sort of an everything store. We had like I grew up in the city, and we had it was a hardware store. We had two buildings, and we had a hardware store on one side, a gun store and fishing and like an outdoor store on the other side, and in the back we had like a feed store where we sold animal feed and all this kind of stuff. And we lived upstairs of these businesses, right? So
what is Freedom doing now? Sorry to interrupt.
He's putting
like,
butter.
While you guys are talking
pizza.
about pizzas, I'm making a homemade sourdough pizza with my homemade sauce here. Yeah, you guys
you
go ahead. Keep
professional.
talking
Got
about
full screen.
you guys are doing
that be-
truth. You're getting stuff done right now. It's very, very important. The
Would
stuff
that be
you're
homemade
talking about,
sausage as
so.
well, Dick? Would that be homemade sausage as well? The
I'm
lady
just
wants to
tossing
know.
my
you're
pizza
making us
before I put the
hungry.
cheese and the
Ugh, you're making us hungry.
peppers
Would
on
the
it.
would the
and-
homemade sausage be Italian like Lou, or
You got to get that from Lou. See, that's where we got to work together. That's where we're community, because Lou's got the
You're
best
making us
sausage in
hungry.
town.
You're making us hungry.
I think so. You have
And
the
know this
smooth,
pizza would be better
penetrating
with Lou's
voice.
sausage.
You have the smooth, penetrating
Oh,
voice. Lou, not so much, but somehow there's a yin and a yang there.
Here, look at my. This is my prosciutto. Have a look at that, baby. Eh?
Delicious.
Yummy.
I literally just cut it open about, I don't know, a week ago or something like that, and I cut it up into small
And
pieces.
some mozzarella di
that-
bufalo.
No, this is
Mozzarella di
prosciutto.
bufalo. Che fai?
No, it's not. It's pork. What are you talking about, buffalo? It's a prosciutto.
I said you need mozzarella buffalo with it, Lou. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. It's beautiful, though, eh?
I'm Greek. I know a little
Oh,
Italian.
Yeah. Una faccia, una razza, right?
Una faccia, una razza, sì.
You're Greek.
It's
Yes.
bellissimo. Yasu, OTW. I know there's a lot of Greeks out there. I'm like one of the
Yeah,
small
that's-
percentage of Greeks that has nothing to do with restaurants. I'm like an anomaly.
Oh yeah, the Greeks, man, they're into it, man. Holy jeez.
Oh, big time.
The Greeks are
Big time.
into the restaurant industry.
Yes, they are. They are the ones that are really into it.
And that goes with
Everywhere
my
you go,
theory.
there's Greeks owning restaurants.
Yeah, that goes with my theory that there's got to be something wrong with you to own a restaurant. And there's definitely something wrong with Greeks. Okay, let's get no, I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious.
Can I have one Pepsi and one Coke, please, for to go?
That's perfect. It's a good accent, Lou.
One Pepsi, one Coke.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
One
Love it.
one cheeseburger, one fries, and one Pepsi to go. Please.
There you go.
Filomena.
Reg, you have a cheeseburger? I need a
Yeah, one
cheeseburger. I'm hungry.
A cheeseburger and fries.
Scasere malaca.
Very good, OTW.
OTW's joining
Say
in.
it again, OTW. Say it again with some oomph.
Scasere malaca.
Casete,
Perfection.
malaca, pusti.
Grazie, malaca. Busti.
Malaca, pusti.
That's like our favorite word,
Malacas
malaca.
menis
Everything's
muni.
malaca. Oh,
Yeah,
very
Malacas
good,
menis
OTW.
munilu.
The French, all their well, at least the French.
Hey, I worked for
in
Greeks
Canada.
for over, like for many years, man. I
I'm
understand.
sorry,
a lot of Greek,
OTW.
and, I can talk a bit.
I'm sorry, OTW.
Wow.
Yeah, I understand very well, actually. And nobody here
Hey,
knows
Greek?
what hapopiso means. I do.
Yo.
What's apopiso? I don't know that
Oh,
one.
Lou.
Do we want to know?
No.
No, you don't.
Come
No, you
on,
don't.
just say it in a more whatever kind
There
of way.
is
you
no
can.
elegant way.
From the exit hole, Lou. From the exit hole.
Oh,
Oh,
Take-
Lord.
take it to the exit hole.
Okay, I thought that was pusti.
No,
Malaka
Boosty
pusti.
is gay, like the derogatory word for gay.
Okay.
We want to be very politically correct here because I think we might insult Moose and OTW. Oh, that's right. Is Moose the producer anymore, OTW? I'm very confused.
Yeah, Moose is producing every show now, all of them.
Or is he double agent?
Well, I need to get him on board with my
I
channel.
I cannot confirm nor deny anything at this moment, sir. He's not the producer of OTW News. I believe that when we did that, it was a bit, and there was never any real, like signed contract or backstage agreement or handshake thing. It was just like something that we were talking about, and he ended up doing a little bit of that, and we had a little bit of fun with it. but we never really went into any serious discussion about it like he did with Mr. Jack Talcott. Now, I believe that he went on the Talcott train and is taking this a little bit more seriously on that end, and I do believe that he is being remunerated for this awesome work that he's trying to accomplish. Yeah, but not for OTW News. I am up until now able to produce and host and co-host my own show. So
You do a
yes, I
great
do
job.
have
Doing a fine job.
split
Doing a
personality
fine job.
disorder. So sometimes I'm OTW and sometimes I'm Patrick.
I'd like to also add, if you don't mind, OTW, that Dick adds a fine compliment to the show.
Yes, I think that we not to you know, I mean, Lou is fine. He's okay. I mean, nothing against you, Lou. Love you.
Oh
Much
yeah,
love,
definitely,
bro.
definitely.
But seriously, I think the trio here is look. If I would do a starting lineup here as a team, I go with myself.
Oh, is this stream still going?
Quantum Epic, and this is like you know, doing the hockey team. We
You
got
guys all
Wayne
talking about?
Gretzky, you know,
About
Crosby,
Dick.
and Guy Lafleur.
Hey, let
You want to talk about
OTW
folding my
finish.
laundry, or I apologize,
And-
OTW.
And the
You should
bottom
mute me.
row. Hold on, let me put my earphones on. I didn't hear Dick. What did you say, Dick? Dick.
Oh, I just took it upon myself to moderate myself because I deserve being muted. So I figured rather than have you do it
Yeah.
to me, I would just do it to myself.
Yeah, because he
Because,
interrupted. You were talking about your
The shoe
your
fits.
yeah. He was talking about who he'd want for his show, his top 3 people. And I was like, oh no, don't include me. But I think he was gonna include me.
What? Who
But
OTW
good.
would want for his show?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
So
As the
now I'm in
star-
competition with Quantum Epic.
No.
No, you guys work together because you guys have the segment, the Epic Dick Show. Remember?
I was gonna say if that's the
Ooh,
gene
I
pool
like
you're
that.
selecting from OTW, count me out. Jiminy Christmas.
No, I think you're his top favorite, Freedom. You are.
Yeah.
It'd be you too. You're the best.
I think Quantum Epic.
But you need the yin to the
know,
yang. You need like
if
a
you
Lou.
can
You need
submit
a
Quantum
Lou.
Epic, I think you should
this
do
is
it.
a shame.
I can't commit.
I'm there wanting to
Been my
work
problem my
with,
whole life.
with Dick.
May
I'm there wanting to
may
work
I
with
interject?
Dick, and he's literally spitting in my face. Well, thank you very much, Freedom.
Jeez. No
Dick,
kidding.
Like a spinning cobra.
OTW, I
Like
just
a spinning
I like
cobra.
you. I just can't hear you over my loud voice.
But you know, Dick.
No,
the
you're
truth of the matter
penetrating.
is-
Your penetrating voice. Please correct yourself.
Yes.
I gotta stop you all. I'm stopping you all. I have to interrupt, Dean. Sorry. I'm gonna check out of this lovely, lovely house that you guys got going here.
What?
Come
What?
on. We were
What is
having so
this?
much
No.
fun.
Dude, I gotta
It's
get
gonna
ready
be a
for work
sausage
and
fest.
everything. I got real
What do you
shit to
mean?
Young
do.
Fuck
lady.
work. You
Sausage
are at work
fest.
right now. This is work. What are you saying?
What do you do?
Where's
Call
my
in
money?
sick.
Do I see any money?
What do you
No.
do, Quantum?
All right. Well, did
Young
you try to
lady.
promote? Okay, look.
What's her
Start by
name
doing
again? Epic.
something to attract the money, and we'll split it 3 ways.
Epic.
Me, you, and Freedom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly what
right.
you do. Epic.
I need to do
You
something
shouldn't say,
to
"Where's my
attract
money?"
Well,
You
look.
should say, "Who's
OTW
got my
trying
money?"
to involve me in some kind of Ponzi scheme here now. Thank
That's
you
the
very
way I
much.
Okay,
feel.
everybody, hold on 1 second. Everybody, whoever wants Quantum Epic
Oh,
to stay,
boy.
whoever
boy.
wants Quantum Epic to stay, hit the donate button right now and contribute a little something to OTW, and we might be able to convince Quantum to stay. Right?
I want
take a
vouch for
Quantum
everyone.
Epic.
Everybody.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Everyone wants Quantum Epic
So-
to stay.
So that's the
No, they
master plan of
don't.
OTW.
Yes,
Otherwise,
we
we gotta
do.
talk about
Tommy,
loose sausage.
Oh, no. Here comes
Yeah,
the
you don't want
kicker.
to talk about my dick again.
No, it's crooked.
Why-
I mean,
talk
fuck.
about-
Why
why
would
would
we
you
want to
guys
talk
want
about
loose
Lou
sausage and
or
penises?
What?
low
What?
T
No, no.
dick?
We
around?
want to talk about nice, long, straight penises. That
Yeah.
are normal looking, not like out of this
Like-
world. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
like a Luma Tommy's head.
All right,
Greek ones
actually,
are
we've
nice.
got the chat
Greek
willing
ones
to
are-
give donations to get Quantum
Greek
Epic
ones
to
are nice.
leave. So it's really just a matter of how high the bar you want to set, OTW.
So that's what I'm saying is
Right,
everywhere
right.
we
See,
go,
see?
you guys are all still biting on the P-Man. Like you want to
Quantum,
do these
Epic.
interruptive
Can I
sound
have you
bites like
repeat
the P-Man.
who's got
You
my
want to
money,
do
but I want you to
removal for
say it
donation
with
like
a
the
lustful
P-Man.
voice.
No one donates anything. I don't believe there's any donations coming in.
Quantum
No,
Epic.
I
I actually stepped in to say a
Quantum actually got like
Do it,
only-
Lou and Tommy.
only one
Sorry.
person donates this week was Jimmy Shively, which is I'm
yeah,
very
and he
grateful
donates
for.
to anyone.
Yeah, so anyway, that's it. So no, nobody
Okay,
really.
I gave a
Tommy.
birthday
anything.
present last week.
You
I
got
gave a birthday
That's
present.
not true.
last
I
week.
got a donation.
tyrannical faggot.
Right,
I got a
you can't hear
donation.
anything.
Well, because I'm trying to speak, you know, and this is my
Nobody
show.
Sorry,
cares.
OTW.
About
Okay.
Tommy.
All right, hold on a sec. I'm gonna do something here. I'll let him sit backstage a bit. Everybody cares because everybody's here to watch me, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh boy. Hey, well, damn it.
You know, the sad part is, OTW, about this Tommy character, the sad part is that if he just stopped being such an asshole, he might be able to be a likable guy, but he just can't help himself to be a fucking asshole.
Oh, I'm there trying to explain something, and he's trying to overtalk me
Yeah,
on my own
he's like-
broadcast. It's like, what are you?
All he'd have
fucking-
to do is just
complete
bring
lunatic?
it down a little bit, and he could be, you know, he's a smart guy, you know, and he could be a likable guy, but he's got such a horrible fucking presentment. It's fucking crazy.
Well, okay, before I get the peer pressure again, I just want to say bye, and I want to say bye without you guys being like, no, you can't go.
Thank
So-
you, Quantum.
so
We
it's
had
good to see-
fun.
Yes, it was fun. I will
She
see you
likes
guys
to
again
see
soon.
us begging and groveling, you know.
Oh boy. Okay, thanks for having me, OTW. Talk to you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Much
Bye.
respect.
Bye.
Hey, before Tommy gets back up here, Dick, are you still there? Dick, are you there? Or are you doing something?
He's eating.
Oh, he's eating. I wanted to
Yeah,
ask
he's-
him how
he's
often,
making-
because
he was
I never did the sourdough thing. I'm starting a sourdough starter. I started it a couple weeks ago. I want to ask him how often he feeds
I was
it.
just thinking, Lou. I was just going to even ask OTW. Why don't you do a little cooking show OTW with these guys? I'm being serious.
That would be cool.
Hold on,
People-
okay,
That would
wait,
be really
wait.
cool, actually.
I'm actually gonna listen to this. Go ahead. Give me like
Go-
I
go-
understand what you're saying, but can you expound on that? I want to.
Okay,
what-
so
what are your
so
ideas?
Lou knows how to make pizza, right? He could give us some good tips how to make a quick pizza. I think there's a lot of people out there that'd like to be able to do that. Dick is obviously making sourdough, and Lou just said they're doing a sourdough bread starter thing, and I think it's one of the healthiest breads, although bread isn't really necessarily healthy for you, but I think that's one of the
Yeah,
best
that's
ones, if I'm not
true.
mistaken.
Yeah, that's true. I'm learning how to do like keto style bread. Right now I'm doing I've got almond flour and Parmesan cheese and some other
Oh,
things I got
nice.
in there, some baking powder, and I'm making like an almond flour bread that doesn't have the wheat and it's apparently supposed to be
How
good.
come you don't have a full camera set up so we could see everything you're doing, like 2-3 camera angles and the whole
Oh
thing? You know?
fuck! I don't know how to do all that shit. That's the one thing I'm not good at is fucking.
Okay,
tech.
so guys, see, Emilios,
Yeah.
it was meant to be. You just gave me a phenomenal idea. Now I'm gonna set up cameras in the kitchen, and
I think
I'm
it'd be
gonna have
cool.
you
I'm being
guys-
dead serious.
Hey, you know what
I know
could
you
do?
are, and I'm actually taking this seriously because I actually think that's a fucking great idea. And now
OTW, you know what you
I'm
could
gonna
do?
steal that idea and actually do it. That's gonna be something. Now we lost somebody. Somebody
Oh,
was
you're
with
not
us.
stealing. You're not stealing
Not
anything.
stealing. He
It's just-
offered it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I still.
Hey,
gonna steal it.
OTW, you know what you could do? Make a little cooking thing like that, and you get the people on the panel to give you a recipe and see if you can do it.
Yeah, OTW News cooking segment. I mean, that's
Why
I mean,
not? That would be cool. I would
Yeah.
watch that.
I love it. I love it.
But Lou, maybe you could teach us how to make a pizza and tell OTW, and then OTW
sure,
could set up
yeah.
the camera, and then you could guide him.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm
not
saying.
just that. We could even have like a competition, kind of, not a like, and all of us on camera make pizza dough and make the pizza and and we'd all show the ending result of what all our pizzas would look like on camera at the end. So and then
I
the
think it'd be
public,
pretty cool.
the public
That would be interesting. Sure.
on visual, obviously only on
Obviously.
Visual judgment only will be able to decide which is the best looking pizza, right? Obviously, maybe not the best tasting pizza, but the best looking pizza visually.
Yeah, that would be interesting for sure. That would be cool, actually.
Yeah, I think it would be. It would be like
people love cooking stuff, right? You know what the most popular? Well, it's one of the most popular. It's not the most popular, but weirdly enough, I found out the most popular thing on YouTube. You know what it is? It's gardening.
What? Oh, is it really?
Not me.
Wow.
It's Illumitami. It's Illumitami first, and then gardening. And cooking is, I think,
cooking is very, it's very close.
Fishing, I believe, is second. Gardening, fishing, and I believe so. Yeah,
Lou,
unless it's changed.
Do you realize the most popular thing on YouTube would be what each individual's algorithm learns to push in its fucking face? So for you, yes,
whatever that
cooking and bathroom cameras are the most popular things on YouTube for Lou.
No, I'm not going by what I watch. I don't watch.
Well, that's what YouTube algorithm does. If you type in bathroom cameras enough, it's going to push bathroom cameras on you.
I don't personally watch many.
And that would be like you're subscribing to your own channels, which is weird in itself.
Here we go.
Yeah, because you think it's funny just to say Illumitami, and now it's a joke. But I can actually think out some structure to the people I despise enough.
I give a good reason for subscribing to your own channel. It's when you go live, that way you can get the see if you're at least getting the notifications and checking to see if other people are getting them. And at the same time,
and subscribing to one's own channel is like more logical than anyone's.
Oh God, this is horrible every time
I know.
See, here you go. Here you go.
I'm talking. So I'm saying.
Yes, that's all you do is.
Okay, so what I'm saying is everybody gets the notification, right, on their phones. And then, well, like let's say when you subscribe to your own channel, then you click on that, right? Go to your channel, and then you get to see if the audio is okay. And it's like a good thing to do when you're subscribed to your own channel and you're a broadcaster. So
how can you subscribe to your own channel? You have to make a different channel. Is that how it works?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm subscribed to my own channel with like a different
with a different channel. Okay.
Yeah. Like my backup channel, OTW News.
Yeah, my problem is I'm not very tech savvy at all. Like basically all I know how to do is check my emails and watch YouTube. Not much more.
Well, if you jump in with me and Jack, you can do more.
Oh no, I told you, Moose. I've already decided. I'm going to give Jack a call tonight.
I have some other favorite channels.
My help. Sorry, did I talk over you?
I'm sorry, Willis. We can use another person on the team.
Guys, Emilios was trying to say something, and both of you were like,
"Sorry, Emilios."
Forgive me. Let me put your volume up a bit there. Hold on a sec.
I was
actually
just a
can't
shocked.
hear
You said you're going
Emilios.
over to Jack?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Jack, and I'm gonna offer to help him out and be part of his new world order.
His new world order. Nice.
Yeah. Man, my voice is still screwed. I had a bad cold.
It was a new world order, Lou. Don't say that.
I didn't say you said that. Jack.
brother, been good.
Jack insinuates that. He wants to make free speech illegal.
Free speech? What?
Yeah. Well, the minute you illegalize secrets, that's it. Free speech is over. You don't see the correlation?
You could still say whatever you want.
No, not true. Think about it. It's about thought, right? If you stop, if I can't tell.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually had a thought, then we could get somewhere. So call Jack tonight. We'll get you on the team. Okay. And OTW, we're gonna get you on the team too, on the payroll, somehow. But first, we need to get to 10,000 subscribers. So if you buy us a
few more subscribers will get you there.
Yeah. Let me tell you what I believe just happened when you left. You called Jack and you came up with some sort of skit because I said I'm going to call him later so that you guys can work it into the show about how you're going to, try to fuck me up because you believe I'm trying to fuck you up. So you're trying to get out ahead of it. And I would bet not
That
one
is
ball.
quite a
I would
conspiracy
bet
there.
2 balls that you did that right now.
Well, then you lose both
just before
balls
you
because I
came
haven't
in.
called Jack yet. I was going to call him right after I jump off of here.
Okay. All right.
How
I'll
about
be
Lou?
able
We
to
use the
tell.
Talcadian method.
I'll be able to tell by how Jack reacts to my trying to get in and help him. I'll be able to tell how he reacts because Jack is transparent in my view.
You know he's been watching this show, you idiot.
Oh, good. That makes it better. Now he knows that I want to help him.
How about you use the Talcadian method and lower down the egoic spirit to have some form of peace, which will bring you enlightenment from the universe. Because peace is the answer to all.
Hey,
I
Lou,
agree.
This isn't anonymous.
Oh, it's not? I thought it was just us here.
That's what I thought too. Darn it.
Dummies.
OTW, is this public?
Yeah, we're live, guys.
Oh, I've made a real
He's been
fool of
watching the whole
myself.
time,
I
though.
apologize.
Oh, no. Really?
We're gonna have to start all over again, guys.
Yeah, start all over again.
No,
Son
you
of
can
a
control
horse's
the
monkey. Oh, sorry.
Take 2.
OTW can edit that out. He has master production skills.
Okay. Thank you, Freedom.
Never,
Take 3. Take 3.
That was 3 if you do it in 1/1000s.
All right, guys. Take 4.
Welcome to the OTW News.
I was just having fun there. Yes, welcome to OTW News, where everything is possible and is completely out of this world. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it's nonsense, and that's what you're gonna get when you come over here on OTW News. The information is good, right, and true, but sometimes it gets.
You forgot to add that sometimes when Lou comes on here, there's nonsense.
There's sense of the
that was not very nice.
I don't bring the cents, Moose. I bring the dollars, dollar bills, no cents.
Well, prove that. Hit that.
I just told everybody, got to donate to OTW. Come on, a dollar each. We can. If everybody put in $1 each, there's 37 people watching. OTW could have $37 right now.
Yeah,
what would you do with
go
it
buy
today?
bread and put some
OTW.
gas. Thank you, people. All right, yeah.
How much gas does that buy you?
Excuse me.
About a quart.
A quart.
$37. Yeah, it'd buy me maybe a half a tank. About half a tank.
It's not bad though. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Is gas up where you are right now, OTW? The price of gas? What's your price of gas at right now?
It varies between one.
No, right now.
$1 between $1.70 and $1.85 a liter.
Oh wow, yours is much higher than ours.
Yeah, so far everything, Lou, everything around OTW is rising except for him, and that's why he needs some more donations. He needs the blue pill. He needs the blue pill, folks. We need some money for it.
I don't know. I think he's rising.
Step it up.
He has a very magnetic personality.
That doesn't.
You didn't get the joke,
rise to the
Emilios.
trajectory that you're on.
I didn't. I'm sorry, Moose. I got it. I got it, but I was
basically
just
said
being silly.
his dick's not working, and then the
bucks.
Viagra. We need some money for Viagra. I was trying to be funny, but I failed again. I'm sorry. I'll stop trying to be funny.
You can't talk, OTW. It's not your show.
Yeah, I realize that now. I might as well remove myself. Welcome to the the Epic Dick Show.
That's right. Get the hell
what
out
are
of
you
here,
eating?
OTW.
Pickles, and they're hot. I've never had hot pickles
Finally,
before.
get some breathing room in here.
Oh,
You ever have any-
hot
you ever-
penetrating pickle.
Hot
There's a little
penetrating
pig on the
pickles.
screen.
It's weird. The first time I've had like hot pickles.
You do your own
They're
pickles?
good though. No, I used to.
It's a lot of work. Canning shit. My
Is
wife
it?
does a lot of that.
See, we were saying, Dick, maybe we should have a cooking show. You and Lou could help OTW, and we could make some things. You could teach us how to make sourdough and pizza.
Nah, I don't want to actually help anybody. That's
too
productive.
Jeez.
I was trying to ask you about your sourdough starter because I just made one a few weeks ago or whatever, a month ago. And I was going to ask, how often do you feed it?
I feed it twice a day. And I
feed your starter twice a day?
Yeah, twice a day. Yeah, once in the grand rising, once in the evening. And I use a big, long Asian
okay, so mine is dead then. I've in like 3 weeks or maybe a month, I've fed it all of maybe 10 times.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't realize.
Hey, Lou, I just want to let you guys know that you guys are all on stage right now.
Moose.
We're actually. Hold
Someone
on,
was
hold
talking,
on. I'm just letting you know. I want to be clear
with a
with you.
ding dong, mister. Hey, I was.
You
Someone
guys
was
are basically. Hey, you guys are basically. This is your tryout.
Moose, someone was talking, Moose. Someone was
The
talking.
gospel of sourdough, Moose.
Jeez, someone was talking.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Learn how to read the room.
I was just.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Do the gospel and sourdough. You do it with a little more enthusiasm because you're in a tryout right now. You're gonna get second in command on OTW News. One of you guys.
Okay, so
Trying to
so
get
go
out
ahead.
of the running, Moose. You got to know my goals first of all. So if you want to help me go the direction I'm projecting.
So when you feed it, you see.
I'll
how
get
big
you a new
this is.
guitar. We got to raise money for a new guitar.
I'm a free
Dick,
man.
you see how big this
on the
jar
land,
is,
just
right?
playing his guitar in the middle of the forest and trying to find something to eat. Yep.
Dick, you see how big this jar is, right?
You
How
got a big
often?
jar there. Yeah.
Why is this like a lot?
No, that's exactly like mine. Actually, mine's a little bit bigger, actually, Lou.
How much do you feed it at a time? Because I've never really done sourdough, so I'm not sure. But how much do you feed it at a time? Like a tablespoon of flour or what?
Okay, so what I do is a quarter cup. I would say give or take, but I'm just doing it very loosely and just taking a scoop. That's like a quarter cup. And here, I'll grab mine real quick.
See, I'm liking this. This is awesome already.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess I could go on YouTube and just look it up and figure out. But there's so many, right? And you're
There's
not
so
sure.
many, yeah.
There's so many, and then one person says do this, one person says do that. You're not sure which way to go, and you know it's.
I do that sometimes if I look for new recipes. I end up watching all these videos and I'm tired.
Yeah, and then you're confused but you watch 20 of them and you feel, oh fuck,
exactly.
Now I don't know what I want to do.
I was no better than the beginning.
Yeah, I that's why it's better when you know somebody that's doing it and you talk to them and they tell you exactly what they're doing and what's working.
And that's why
that's huge.
Yeah, I guess I didn't want to intimidate you.
You make a lot of bread. You make a lot of bread. You make bread every day, then, right?
Most people do have that reaction. When
That's
they
a
see it.
fucking big pot.
That's big, Dick.
Wow, that's some big WBC.
And it's got to be all
that's some big WBC there, Dick.
Well, mine has air in it. I don't know, and it flows like it's kind of like schnot almost. Is that right?
You got to get it really aerated. So I don't know if you can see the bubbles that are forming on the top, but if you're not getting that action and it's not vigorously forming those bubble formations and you're not getting some sort of rise out of your starter, then you're doing it wrong. You need to stir it more vigorously and aerate it more, and you need to feed it more consistently and more routinely, maybe a few times throughout the day, just low amounts. You could feed it 4 times a day and just do a couple tablespoons every time, Lou.
Twice it's overflowed. Like twice.
Oh, so you're getting a good rise.
Twice it was like a volcano.
Okay, so you got a good active starter then. So you're making action. That's exactly what you want. So are you not getting a result that you would like? I mean, do you want to improve, or is it? What's your question?
Oh, I think he battery
Rage
issue.
quit.
No, I don't believe so. That
Yeah, that's how it works. Got intimidated when he saw my starter jar.
Yeah,
I was a little intimidated myself.
I hit the wrong button and knocked myself out. Yeah, there's bubbles in it, but it looks like maybe I didn't feed it. I should have fed it sooner. It looks like the bubbles are a lot less than what they usually are right now.
Yeah, because you don't want it to go vinegar. It should have that nice sourdough smell at all times. If it's going like in a odd direction where it's smelling weird at any point, then you're not feeding it enough.
It smells
you're not
like
stirring
kind
it
of
enough.
like it's not vinegary.
I'm telling you, one of the biggest tips I can give anyone, and it seems like no one will listen to me, because I was actually at a friend's the other day and he had his starter and it was not very active. And he was showing it to me and was like, is this good? And it's like, well, yeah, it'll work for you. But if you want it active, get this Chinese chopstick that I was just showing you and fucking mix the hell out of that shit and just vigorously get the air in there, and it will make it more active. But that's just my experience. I'm also high elevation, so that can affect things too.
I've done this to it a couple of times. You see these little things?
Yeah, that's smart. There you go.
I did this a couple of times. Maybe that's when it was that it exploded.
Yeah, that probably was because you got it's just so active.
So, hey, I want to go back to this Chinese chopstick, Dick.
Moose, exactly where I was going.
A lot of things you can do with that chopstick, Moose.
Chopstick. Do you think?
Oh, he sounds garbled up.
Before he comes back, Dick, does it
ever
smell?
Import like American-made chopsticks? No, like an American chopstick as like an exotic, like like an upper class like chopstick.
Moose trying to source the top shelf exotic Asian imported chopstick, looking to me for advice today to help him on his chopstick journey.
I was just going to say before Lou continues, sorry, Lou, that we've kind of gone full circle here. We're back to the Chinese. It's bringing up some bad memories for Lou. I mean, it's kind of weird how the universe operates if you think about it.
Hey, Dick, you said, what does yours smell like? It's like, this one smells kind of like, almost like stale bread. Does that make sense? Dick, are you there?
I think we lost him.
We lost Dick.
Yeah, stale bread, you'd say?
Kind of like stale. That looks nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
that looks dense.
Okay. It's actually real airy. It's nice. Is
it? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it
you ever put sesame seeds on the top
than usual?
So, like, kind of like stale bread, or like stale old bread, kind of. That's what it smells like. Is that what it's supposed to smell like? Did we lose Dick again?
Yeah, it's supposed to smell stale. If it smells like fish, then you did something dirty to it.
It doesn't smell like vinegar.
It's a good smell. It's a good sour, almost got a buttermilky sour kind of thing in there. But yeah, you'll know it when it's right, and when it's wrong, it's offensive, and you can tell that doesn't mean you have to throw it out, by the way, either. If it's not right, or it just doesn't smell kind of sweet to you or kind of good, like something that you would want to cook up, then you're still off track. You need to keep working that starter.
Do you top your bread with anything, Dick? Have you tried sesame seeds? Does it go well with sesame?
Yeah, I got
Before you answer that, can you put
an organic bagel mix?
Can you put a link to your?
No, I'm not waiting
I want
to
some of
answer
this
the
sourdough
question,
starter,
Moose.
man. Sorry, man. I just wanted. I want the people out there to be able to have a starter like me.
And then another thing, Dick, like that loaf of bread you just showed, right? How much of the sourdough starter would you actually use in a loaf that big, let's say? Because that's like probably like like a regular like 13-14 inch loaf or something like that, like you would buy at the store size kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good question what size it is, but the loaf recipe that I started with just happened to be the perfect amount to make one loaf out of that pan and one pizza. So I've just gotten in a routine where a few times a week I make a loaf and a pizza, and my family devours it, or whatever.
Okay.
So
so how much per vol? Like if you were to say you used for that loaf and that pizza, what are you, like a cup, 2 cups? How much are you using of the starter?
Yeah, get you a nice bowl to use to do this that you can cover when you're doing it, and then also think about the expansion, like you learned with your starter, how that exploded everywhere. The same thing's going to happen in this process, and even more so. And so I always want to point that out first when you go about this stage of making bread. But what you're going to want to do is take room temperature water, preferably some kind of filtered water, clean source water, and you're going to want to combine that with a few flours of a good quality flour, something preferably organic, locally sourced, possibly if you're in an area that does that. And the reason I say locally sourced is because in Colorado, of course, we have high elevation Hungarian type flour. That's going to work a lot better at this climate than would other flour would work that was imported. So something to consider as you go about it. But then you're just letting the 3 cups of flour and I would say a cup and a half of water sit there at room temperature for a couple hours, and then I will add the starter. The reason I let it sit at room temperature and just kind of sit with the flour for a couple hours and then add the starter is it seems to be a better transition when you put the starter in to the flour combo. But the starter is another kind of trick that any good sourdough maker will tell you is you want to feed that starter within a few hours, preferably about exactly 3 hours before you use it in your bread recipe. And that will give it that really high quality sourdough flavor that you're looking for. And a lot of people miss that. So they'll just be making bread at any point and thinking they can go about it that way. No, put the 1/4 cup of flour in, mix it vigorously like I'm saying, sit it there for a few hours, and then make your bread with that. And you're going to have a more golden result. Once you've put the 1 cup of starter in, because you had 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of water, then you're putting a cup of starter in. At that point, you're going to leave it until you see that natural rise happening, and it's really bubbly. In my case, that can take between 4 to 8 hours. It just depends on what time of year it is here, the temperature, and a bunch of variables that will affect the activeness of your yeast. And then you're going to, at that point, want to add 1 tablespoon of, I use organic sucanat or coconut sugar because I prefer it. I've actually used a variety of different sugars. And for me personally, maybe it's my elevation, I don't know, but that seems to be the superior sugar for making bread. And then I will use 2 teaspoons of a high quality mineral salt, and then 2 more cups of flour. And at that point, what a lot of people do is they start, they'll take their counter and they'll put a bunch of flour on it and they'll start kneading all the ingredients together with their hands. Being a man that works on his car, gets grease, shit my fingernails, just played guitar, got nickel all over them. Even with washing them, I don't like getting my hands in the flour, and I don't like using plastic gloves either. So I use back to the Asians, a big old fucking wood Asian spoon and my crock, and I just fucking knead the shit out of that shit, and I make it a workout lesson. And I'll do that as a proofing process. And you'll notice at this stage, the bread will be rising, and you'll be proofing it every few hours, because if you don't, it will just explode out of the container. And at that point, you better make bread or you're going to lose the bread altogether. It's going to implode on you, and then it becomes like vinegar, and you have to make a flatbread or something out of it.
The hydration level I was going to ask also, because with making pizza dough, for example, because I make pizza dough and my dough's pretty good, I believe, and others have told me the hydration level is very important. Like
really important.
The higher the hydration level you go with a pizza dough, the higher you can get, the better. Like 75-80% hydration level.
So important that some bread makers, they go to a really extensive level to measure every single ingredient to the gram, and I've never done that. I've always done it as a feel, but when you get it off, and maybe 10 or 20% of the time I do get it off, and the bread's still edible, but it's not like where you nailed it.
Not nice and
Nobody else
fluffy.
notices, but I do, you know.
But it doesn't sound like the hydration level is very high on the bread you're making. It sounds fairly low.
I forgot to tell you one other step, and thank you for pointing this out. So in the beginning, you put 1.5 cups of water in. When you add the additional 2 cups of flour and the tablespoon of coconut sugar and the 2 teaspoons of salt, you're also then going to add hydration at that point. And that's where I'm doing it by eye and by feel, because I know the texture of flour I need to make decent bread. And in fact, that bread I just made was a little over watery, I would say. And maybe that's what made it have a few more bubbles than normal, but and rise faster. But yeah, it's all about getting that point where it's at the perfect rise within the vessel that it's going to be cooked in. So depending on the time of year, that can fuck up your game too, because all of a sudden your flour's not rising as fast as it was. And before, it would, in the summer, it's like an hour, and in the winter, it took 3 hours before the bread was ready. So a lot of it is just a feel and an intuitive nature to the process, and just watching how everything comes together. And once you kind of get a knack for it, once you've made a few successful loaves, everything else just kind of starts to speak for itself and reveal itself to you.
Yeah, that's
Do
with
you
every
ever put
kind of
any of
cooking.
that Chinese white rhino horn in there in your bread to kind of strengthen yourself? Maybe some tiger blood, anything exotic?
Exotic endangered animals for my pleasure.
I
Something
use
that I
moose
could
blood.
put as a
I
trophy.
save all my moose blood and I use that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear it's tasty meat, actually. Moose on the plate.
Moose
So yeah,
is
Lou,
amazing. Have you never had moose meat?
I have not. No, if I probably
it's
have had
amazing.
moose meat.
I
I've
had
a lot of
moose meat
exotic
last year.
but it's probably like a moose burger or something, you know, along
Yeah,
these
moose
lines.
meat's really
Yeah,
good.
Is that very
The only
moose
thing
burger or moose chili. Are those
It's like-
diamond plated right there?
the only problem with it is it's lacking fat, because it's like venison, right? There's not a lot of fat on it. But even without the fat, it's I prefer moose over deer like 10 times.
Yeah, I love moose. Yeah, it's great in chili too.
Yeah, I prefer moose over Illumitami any day.
You guys got a lot of moose out your way in Quebec there, OTW.
I mean,
You
if you guys were to choose between whack or crack, I think you'd choose whack, right?
Yeah, I would whack both of you and the Lumitami, if you were around here. I'd probably whack.
Hey, just to give you an idea, though, of the total hydration.
Do you swallow?
We're back to bread, Moose. Read the room.
I just like to use it. I just like to use it for skin hydration.
We're talking about bread. That's all that matters.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that second step of adding water, I'm going to guess another cup of water.
So it sounds to me like you're 2 cups to start with, then you're adding another 2 cups. You're adding once it rises, and you're adding in that process. You're adding 1, 2, 3. What did you say? 4. So you're 50%.
3 cups of flour, 1 cup of starter. So there's hydration in the starter too.
Right.
And I keep a pretty hydrated, active starter. So you'd have to consider that water in there as well. And then 2 more cups of flour. So a total of 5 cups of flour, 1 cup of starter, and 2.5 cups of water. And I would say it's really particular that second step, where if you add a tablespoon too much, you'll know it. You're
of what, water?
Just of water. Your consistency of your flour will be off. It's at that point where I'm just going over the filtered water, the RO tap, and I'm just kind of tapping it, and I'll add another 1/2 tablespoon and then keep mixing. And because you want it just enough to where all the flour mixes, but that there's not more water than necessary to get that process to happen for it to all come together.
So it's considerably lower hydration rate than with pizza dough, from what that sounds like to me.
I use so there you go. So I'm using my bread dough for my pizza dough.
Yeah,
so
but when I say pizza dough, I'm referring to like wood oven pizza. Like, I don't know if you know,
Yeah.
like a traditional, the original pizza, like the original margarita pizza is the dough is like really high hydration rate. You could barely touch it with your hands. It's so,
Wow.
like you
It seems like it'd be really difficult to work with.
It's very hard to work with. To get it right, it has to be almost, you can't touch it, because it's almost like it's just folding. It's just, the slump level is so wide that it's hard to touch. But that makes the best wood oven pizza.
I bet it does. I love my sourdough for making pizza, though. It's just ridiculously good.
But it sounds like it's a different thing, which would be great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's different from a wood-fired pizza dough. Mine is like more of a traditional, original pizza dough type thing.
Yeah, mine's probably like a more superior tasting, better mousetrap pizza, if you will, just better all around.
Yeah,
yours
is bigger, better, tastier, longer, faster.
How's my mic fucked? Can you hear me or not?
You're loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Was I not coming in before?
Yes, just I was muted and nobody else gave a fuck.
I see.
Ben's coming up to tell us he's a master pizza maker.
It's not your show or anything, OTW. It's our show.
OTW, I thought you said you were giving the show over for a little bit to these fine two cooking gentlemen.
I did. I was just sitting here listening.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought
cook,
too.
Aren't you? Aren't you a trained chef? Hi, Benton. Are you a trained chef, Pineal?
Welcome to the show, Ben.
That's Ian.
Yeah, hold on a second. I dropped my phone in the shower and I'm putting it in rice. I'll be right back.
Oh my God. Pineal's like a disaster.
That's Ian. Lou. Ian is the cook.
Oh, okay. I thought Pineal was also.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that.
Graduate, sir. That's me on the screen, sir.
Yeah, Guy Jr. Culinary expert.
Yeah, I was telling the story the other day when I met him in South Beach, and I made him this exotic fruit salad for him and his wife, and he was so surprised. But then I ended up losing the job, and I always look back and I realize, it was probably because I gave them free food, repeatedly. So
always make them pay, Pineal. Always make them pay.
Yeah, I mean, it was the fucking, Ritz-Carlton, not the Ritz-Carlton, the fucking Lowe's. I think it was the Lowe's Hotel. So, it's like $1 billion hotel. I think they'll be all right.
They were rich people that you gave this free food to?
Yes, dude. You don't.
You don't give free stuff to rich people. You give
when you had $1 billion hotel, I don't think it really fucking matters. Now, does it, sir?
No, I'm serious, bro. When you got rich people, and whatever it is, if you're going to do construction for them, if you're going to cook for them, or if you're whatever it is, you charge them more than what you would charge anybody else, because they want to brag to their friends how much they paid for something. And if you give it to them free, they'll never come back to you.
But what kind of rich are you talking here, Lou? Because rich is very differing in people's mind. There's wealth, and then there's rich, which most rich people are upper middle class. They don't realize it yet.
Yes, I get what you're saying, but I'm talking about upper middle class people. They got a whatever, $5 or $10 million company or something like that. Not major money, but
driving a Mercedes S-Class and
whatever. Yeah, people like that. They don't want to be charged less or given free stuff. They hate it. They want to be able to brag to their friends how much they paid for something. I've seen it so many times.
Interesting.
Just a little tip for you, Pineal.
Honestly, though, between you and Dick, that was really cool, Dick, by the way. I need to go and listen to it again because it was a little overwhelming.
Yeah, that was good information, Dick.
Big time.
I was hesitant to go on.
See, OTW, I think you got to get Lou to do a pizza one day.
Well, we're gonna get that cooking segment in there. Probably get Pineal to participate in that, and then like.
Well, let's not get
I
too
don't
many
know.
cooks in the kitchen.
I'm loving this. I'm loving these ideas that you guys are giving me, because it's just permitting me to expand the show and make it even better and and cover a multitude of different topics that are actually interesting. So this is one of them.
Maybe you could do. You can have like a cooking
myself,
segment. You could have
exactly.
Dick, Lou. You can have even Ian on, and everybody could be friends again. All right, no foul comments, please. Just leave the foul comments aside. But speaking honestly, Lou, like, what do you use for? No, Lou, stop, please.
I'm just kidding.
What's the tomato, like your tomato sauce? How complex?
Oh,
is
they gotta be. It's actually, you wouldn't believe it. It's surprisingly simple, but it's important.
Really?
The tomatoes are important, and it's got to be San Marzano. It's the only
Roma tomato.
No, Roma's similar.
Oh, the one in the can, the one in the yellowish can, right?
San Marzano, it's called. It's
a
particular
region, I know it.
And a particular type of tomato that you just can't use other. You can, obviously, you can use whatever you want. You could use cherry tomatoes if you want, but the San Marzano tomato for a traditional wood-fired pizza is just you can't substitute if you want the real thing. You just can't. And for
do you put
original,
cook it for a super long time?
You don't cook the sauce at all. Are you kidding? No.
Really?
The sauce, yes. And if you really want to go even further, the original pizza, which is called the margarita pizza from Naples, is where it all started.
I've been to Naples a few times.
Have you had the original pizza there?
Yes, I have. I ate at a very famous pizzeria there.
Yes, and if you remember, I don't know how they did it, but I know the original one is you're literally just breaking the tomato up a little bit and just putting it in. You're not even spreading it all around the pizza. You're breaking it up a little bit, and you're putting like little chunks and pieces and a little bit of the juice around the pizza, and then big chunks of mozzarella, preferably mozzarella the buffalo mozzarella, and not huge chunks, and they're not consistent like in American pizza. It's consistently all over the pizza. It's not done like that. There's a few pieces put on all around, and then at the end you put in your basil, and that's it. So the dough itself plays a major role in a true original margarita pizza in a wood-fired oven. The bread plays a major role. It's not so much toppings, right? Toppings are an American thing, right? It's not an Italian thing. Now, they've adopted some of the toppings things because Americans go to vacation in Italy, so they want toppings. So now there's places that'll put toppings. But originally, it was never supposed to be toppings. That's an American thing, specifically American. So there's your pizza lesson.
You know, I don't care about any of this, but this has been very fascinating. I've been listening to all the bread talk. Now we're on to pizza. I know I sound sarcastic. I'm being genuine. Great combo. Very much enjoying it.
Did you get the dick talk?
Well, I'm not going to miss that, Lou. I mean,
okay, good. As long as you got the dick talk, you're good.
And on a subject to that, Lou, it's kind of funny you say that, because it's funny how, like, you go to Europe and now they've kind of almost adopted American style pizza, and they have pizzerias that are American style, believe it or not. And that's everywhere all over Europe. As much as they made fun of it, they adopted it.
Yeah, that's right. Even like, for example, French fries. French fries originally, they're called French fries because they originated in France. Now, the way they originally made French fries in France, they were like little tiny. They were cut so small and done really super crispy, right? Almost like, you know how they have those things where they make spaghetti out of like a squash or fucking zucchini or something. It's almost it's almost that thin. That they were like, almost like spaghetti thin. The original French fries were, and now they're making fries like they make in Canada. Well, they got the big chunky slab fries and all, they call.
Ooh, poutine.
And they're making them in France too, like that now, right? But if you go to the right place,
I love poutine. Have you ever had it?
Oh fuck yeah, poutine! You can't beat poutine. Like poutine is that's
Yeah, you're
OTW.
Canadian, eh? So of course you have it.
Yeah,
Delicious.
yeah. Poutine is amazing. It's all over the world.
Yes, it is.
Look at the
Hey,
guy,
wait a
man.
minute.
You don't think
First
he's
of
had
all, whoa,
poutine?
whoa,
Come
whoa,
on,
whoa.
bro.
Hold on a sec. Hey. First of all, poutine comes from Quebec. All right.
Yes, that's true.
First and foremost, okay.
That's
so
true.
Comes where I'm native from. So
That's right.
Don't,
That's what
don't
I
fuck
said,
around
though.
it. It's not Canadian. It's Quebecois.
It is Quebecois. Yes, it is.
Thank you very much.
And specifically,
Quebecois.
more. If you want to get even more,
I know you guys are very snooty over there, right? OTW.
Yes, we don't appreciate Canadians.
Yeah, I will say the French Canadians
we don't
annoy me.
I was warned when I visited.
we
real
don't
quick,
excuse me.
I was warned when I visited Montreal. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
There must be a lag. I understand
Yeah,
that.
there
It's
is.
okay, guys. What I wanted to say is, us Quebecers are not. We don't believe us as Canadians. All right. we believe ourselves completely independent to that, and that's why we call ourselves Quebecers. We don't identify as Canadians.
Well, real quick, the French Canadians that I've encountered annoy me much less than the rest of the Canadians, if that means anything.
Oh, bro, you haven't really interacted with them. They can be the most annoying, trust me. And I love them, don't get me wrong.
No,
But
dude. But we're savage,
they're a
Benton here,
different
man.
breed.
Ontarians,
that.
listen to this story. Listen to this story. Ontarians, back when I was like a kid, when they'd hit 18, they'd cross over the border and come on over and party because they weren't allowed to drink before they were 21, but it was legal here in Quebec at 18. So they come over in our bars and start cruising and hitting on our women. So we like get into bar fights every Friday, Saturday with these Ontarians because they come on over and cause a bunch of shit and not stay in their own province and fucking start drinking when it's legal for them to drink, because obviously they didn't know how to carry themselves when they started drinking earlier than 18. And there's a reason, because we can hold our shit here at 18 years old with you guys fucking Ontarians can't hold your alcohol. So
Case in point, Benton. You just heard case in point. Did you hear that diatribe? That's a Quebecer right there. That's a Quebecois right there in a nutshell. Just play back what he just said and you'll know the Quebecers. And by the way, we're not coming down there to drink. We're coming down there because all the women strip.
They want our women. They want our women.
They all strip. They start stripping when they're fucking 16 years old. They're already stripping.
Dude, the Quebec women are hot, man. What do you want? The Ontarians, they want to come over here and get our women, but you guys aren't worthy, man.
They would come to Ontario with fake IDs just so that they can strip.
Oh, you wish. You
17,
wish.
They came here with fake
We
IDs.
wouldn't need to do that, dude.
You know, they'd come here and try to pawn off a fake ID because they were 17.
Why go somewhere when
18.
why would you go somewhere when you're of age in the province that you're in, that you can go anywhere you want in your own province at 18 years old, but you have to get a fake ID to go over into another province to go there and be the age of 21? Doesn't even make any sense. It's not even.
It's because Ontario has money and Quebec is broke.
Oh,
you
oh
fucking
my God.
communist, socialist bastard.
You see? Oh, between provinces, we have our own differences. Imagine in the United States, they have 50 states to deal with us.
Oh, no, we're not that bad. No, we're not that bad at all. We're not like that at all.
No,
but I remember when I visited Montreal, I was warned, better learn just a couple of French words to make them happy, because if you don't speak French, they hate you. And it's true. I went to a couple stores. And at the end, I just said, merci. And this big smile came over the face. The fact that I just tried even to speak a little bit French, even though they knew I was visiting. They were nasty until I just said one or two things in French. And then they were happy that I made an effort.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah, we're kind of like the Vikings of the French extension or something. I don't know how to explain it. We're like, I always saw us as a rebellious people until the pandemic hit. When that hit, I saw how weak we were as a people, which was unfortunate because I had believed otherwise beforehand, and
Quebec is much more
Here we
socialist
go with the
oriented.
conspiracy theories again.
Quebec is much more socialist oriented than the rest of Canada. I mean, Canada is socialist to begin with, but Quebec is even more so, from my opinion, anyway, from what I see.
I believe Benton wants to say something. He hasn't said nothing in a while.
Oh, thank you, sir. I have a quick announcement. I will be going live at the conclusion of this broadcast, whenever that may be. Don't rush on my account. Thank you, sir. Good to see everybody. And I had a rough day yesterday, and I'm disinclined to ever even refer to one of my days as rough. So I appreciate y'all for bearing with me yesterday. Thank you.
All good on my end.
No worries.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Anyway, I'll be shutting this down. I was intending on shutting this down in exactly 15 minutes. Well, now 13 minutes now. I wanted to say
with that, I'm going to
2 minutes
bow
later.
out, gentlemen. I really enjoyed talking to all of you very much. I do have to get some work done, but I'm going to be listening in the background.
All right.
Hey,
awesome.
take care, Emilio. Good to hear.
Take care, guys. Thank you. You too. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
All right. So thank you, Emilios, for being here today. And, it's been a great stream. Obviously, like I said before, I was going to end this a little bit early. I wasn't going to go the full 8 hours today because, it's sunny outside and we all want to get a little bit of sun and, profit of the beautiful temperature that we can get and go do something, worthwhile that's important for you. Gardening, cut the grass, build a shed, build a doghouse, do whatever you got to do to make yourself feel creative and inspired. And, I'm going to hand over the mic to Mr. Benton. So go ahead, sir, and do your announcement.
He already did.
He already did it. I'm sorry.
That was the announcement. Yes, sir. That's okay.
Oh, I thought you had another one, but it's okay. It was a pretty small announcement. You see, I wanted a bigger one. And what the hell?
Well, when Benton goes live, it's
like
not
I am with
a
you here. So
small.
we'll just keep on talking
Yeah.
and talking.
Go ahead. The floor's yours, sir. I'm gonna give it to you right there. Put you center front stage.
I gotta get out of here. I'm trying to fucking make a sandwich with this bread I just made, and love y'all. You're just fun people to hang with, of course, or I wouldn't do it. So thanks for the time. Thanks for the hang. OTW, thanks for doing the stream and being a good host. Rock on.
Take care, Dick. Yeah, I'm gonna get going too, I guess.
Salute, Dick Grower.
Yeah, I gotta fix my tires on my
Hello, Christos.
lawnmower.
How are
I was
you
just doing a mic check. Sorry, continue, Lou. I was just getting a mic check.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna get going. I'm working on fixing my tires on my lawn tractor. I seem to have had to fucking do new tires on the front for some reason this year, but I'm gonna go deal with that. Thanks, OTW, for having me up. I had a good time, and
Yes,
thanks
sir.
to everybody else. And have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day,
Bye.
sir.
So I just want to let everyone know that there's a good chance I'm going to have my re-debut stream. I'm going to do a stream. I haven't done a stream in a long time. I'm going to do one this weekend. It's probably going to be a one-on-one with Tommy. So I'm really excited for this, and I'm really curious how it's going to go and what reactions I'm going to get from people.
Right on, brother. Looking forward to that.
Definitely. We're going to talk about how he hurt his testicle. We're going to hash out the meth stuff and all that good stuff. He's going to get the record clean for everyone. I'm going to try to help him out here. I know he's catching a lot of flack. I don't like some of the things he does and how he goes crazy on channels, but I like the dude, so I want to give him a platform to get out what he needs to get out.
Hey, I'm going to drop your link real quick.
Cool. Thank you.
This weekend on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Tommy's Incomprehensible Statements.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Guy Fieri. I love his meme energy.
What a great week. It's been awesome. Yeah, I got through it,
man,
guys.
love it.
8 hours a day, 5 days. Well, okay, today's not going to be 8 hours. We're going to be doing 5 hours, but it doesn't matter. I mean, still, it's good.
Respect, brother.
Yeah. We'll
That's
be
not
coming
easy.
back Monday morning with maybe the cooking show. Who knows? I'm trying to think about it over the weekend, what we're going to, and I'm going to try to set up the whole week in like over Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to have the weekend to work a program for an even better show next week, and get this thing rocking and rolling, guys. Hopefully you guys are gonna be there, and thank you everyone for your support. And there's other ways to help support OTW News that I've got a link in chat and also in the description below. So please make sure to if you want to buy OTW News a coffee or help support the channel in any way, shape, or form, that would be a good way by smashing that link and going ahead and contributing to this awesome and epic show that we all create together. So this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you. And thank you to the panelists and also these content creators and broadcasters. Jesus, I'm stumbling. Thank God it's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm stumbling all over my words. It's like I have a stick in my mouth. Oh God, I didn't say anything else. Oh God, thank God it's Friday. All right, so I'm gonna hand the mic over to these lovely gentlemen here. Go ahead, sirs.
Well, real quick, I dropped my email in the private chat. If I ever come to mind some way I may be of service, just don't hesitate to email me if you would, please. I certainly enjoyed the week. It was I don't even know how to sum it up at this point, but I'm grateful that I was able to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to the future of the OTW News live streams. What is the official name of the show, by the way?
The Grand Rising Show. This is episode number 13.
Fantastic. I am very much anticipating the future episodes of the Grand Rising Show and looking forward to participating in whatever way that I'm able. Shout out to the chat, by the way, and on to the next for their last words.
Yep, this is great stuff. I'm really excited for what the future holds with what you're doing here, OTW. It has a lot of potential. Like seriously, there's a lot of potential on this, and the fact that you're doing it 8 hours, 5 days a week, I think a lot of people like to have like a regular broadcast every morning that they can tune into, and you're providing it with the Grand Rising show. So keep it up, man, and I'll be around. See you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for that comment. It's much appreciated. And hopefully this will be the case, ladies and gentlemen, that OTW News will keep on expanding and reaching more and more viewers to create an awesome community where we're all going to be able to share information and create all kinds of awesome content together, whether it be on cooking, spirituality, laws, legislations, all types of different subjects, space, even if it exists, flat earth, Mandela effect. We pop over all kinds of subjects. We talk about everything over here. So even our own life experiences, we talk about present moment things, like when we don't like each other and we like to curse at each other in our faces and tell us that we're pieces of shit, and that, you get all of that here, people. So please make sure to be tuned in next week, Monday morning, for another awesome episode of the Grand Rising Show, number 14. Make sure to be tuned in, and love you all. You guys are awesome. I'm going to transfer over to Pineal for his final teeny weeny words, and I'm not going to give him that much time to say, because after I'm going to move on to the ending song. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pineal Power, and afterwards, the end of the show. So, thank you for being here, and final words from Mr. Pineal Power.
Well, my laptop's probably breathing, vacuuming, and my phone is officially destroyed after being dropped in the shower. But that's okay, because it was destroyed already. So much love to everybody. Peace and blessings. Thank you, OTW, for a wonderful week of wisdom and whimsical just amazingness this week with this Grand Rising show, sir. I've restreamed it Monday to Friday officially, so feel honored in that it was worth restreaming. I've never restreamed anything to that frequency, so you got me on a good kick here, sir. I think next week maybe I'll adopt my own Monday to Friday show around your hours, sir. Around your hours, of course. That being said, like Mr. OTW said, I hope everybody gets out into nature, get some exercise in, get some maybe gardening, get the green thumb integrated into your life, and be a little bit like Mr. Dick Grower, be a little bit like Mr. Lubass minus the pig blood, be a little bit like Mr. OTW. And see you guys at karaoke night. Yeah.
Let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now I'm gonna pop, causing all this commotion.
Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I could drop you, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, let's go. I don't care what they all say. That's right. I'ma do this thing my way. Let's go. Been grinding hard on it all day. Okay. We work hard, then we all play. Yeah. I'm addicted to the grind, man. That's right. So I refuse to waste time, man. Yeah. One day it all will be fine, man. Let's go. Gotta commit to the climb. You know we're back with the Guinness, setting records every minute, every track. In addiction to the fact that we're winning, still we lack something's missing. Need a track that is hitting, making racks, making millions. Oh, yeah. So rap, that's the mission. I don't waste time, no, I make time. All these people wanna hate, fine, I'ma make mine. While you sitting there complaining, I'll be training. While you sitting there just waiting, I'm creating. Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I can drop you, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.